Like I said, this is cutting edge. This is leading edge treatment. Maybe 30 years from now, this will probably be the mainstream model for fibromyalgia. I wouldn't, if I were suffering from fibromyalgia, I would start on this immediately. So we do brain-based therapy, which can be simple things like light, sound, vibration, vestibulars like eye movements and things like that, olfactory, and on of the different things that we can do to stimulate your brain. And just like a bicep curl, you get your bicep stronger, and then when you go to change the tire, that strength translates. It translates into function. So if we do smells, and that activates your temporal lobes. Now when you're out trying to recall something, it actually translates into better function. We do autoimmune and immune dysregulation protocols. One of the keys in that is glutathione. Glutathione stimulates something called T regulatory cells, which helps to pull your immune system back into and on track. We do natural hormone regulation, which might include bioidentical, but a lot of botanicals and natural herbal supplements that really regulate. They don't replace, they regulate your hormones naturally. And we do pre and post tests. We'll talk about that so that we can see those things returning to function and be able to know when we're actually back online. Body therapies, including injury recall technique, which is a soft tissue technique that involves resetting deep reflexes associated with injuries. Many fibromyalgia sufferers have physical injuries as well that might have triggered this whole process. We also use emotional therapies like neuroemotional, which is a brain-based treatment for hyperactive emotional centers. It works very effectively. Here's the concept of test, treat, and retest. And sometimes this is, I would say, almost amazing, where we do this test and let's say a finger to nose test and you miss miserably, and then we do something very simple like we hold some vibration on your foot, on your right foot for example, and then we retest and now you're hitting it right on. So it's just a little bit of stimulation, and then what we want to do is do that over and over again until it really, just like doing a bicep curl. You don't have a strong bicep after your first workout. And if you work out too hard and you pull muscles while you're doing your bicep curl, you're actually weaker. So we have to measure the outcomes. Are we getting better at each visit? And you can see that and expect that to translate into how you feel rather quickly. So we get consistent results, mostly because we have an understanding of that underlying cause. There are probably not a lot of doctors that even understand that whole hormonal immune stress physiology process that is going on inside your body. And also persistence. We believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, only mysteries that have yet to be solved. And that's why we do so much testing, is because we want to uncover whatever might be there. And if it is there, we treat it. If it's not there, we move on. So mystery to us is just a question that has not yet been asked. So how do you start? First of all, call our office today. We'll get you set up for your initial consultation, get you going on the paperwork to kind of detail your condition and help us understand your metabolic states a little bit better. I do like to point out that solutions really aren't costly. It's the suffering that is costly. It's the failed treatment that doesn't produce any results that really has a tremendous price. Your finances, your relationships, your enjoyment of life. If you need to get a little bit more information to feel more confident about this process and this evaluation, this treatment, which is ultimately a treatment of you, whatever you show up with. But you can sign up below on this website for additional information, a little bit more science behind our protocols. And again, remember that information is not going to get you any better, but if it helps you to make a decision and let us help you, then by all means go ahead and sign up for that and start absorbing and digesting that additional information so you can see the science behind this a little bit more. So thank you for your time, and if there is anything I can do at any time, please feel free to call me at the number. Thanks.